Hello, welcome to my third video in my trombone journal. The topic of this video is timbre, inspired by Norman Bolter's 3 dimensions of music, which are rhythm, pitch and timbre. Of course, this is a huge simplification of it. But my thoughts on timbre. What is timbre? Well, the simplest explanation is it's color. It is a sound resonating in a particular way. And for us musicians and trombonists and whatever, it is nice to understand what is beneath the timbre. Why does O sound different than A? Oh, we can agree it's the same pitch, but the timbre is different, or the color is different, or the organization of the overtones is different. So in a way, a different timbre is a different, what you call? Different, what is the word? Different order or a different hierarchy of the overtones. So let's investigate this. So, as trombone players, then you know the overtone series. It starts with the fundamental, then the second tone of the overtone series is the octave, and then we have a fifth and another octave, then a major third, then a perfect fifth again, and then we have this weird note which is kind of a minor seventh and kind of a major sixth. Then we have the octave, and then we have the ninth or the major second, and then so and so on. Some years ago I was investigating this, and I was investigating with using vowels by singing a note using different vowels. And I found out that different vowels, they support different tones in the overtone series. So, and I think this is important to know, to live, to investigate. So I'm going to share with you an exercise you can do. So let's start from an F. So, what is the first reaction when we hear a note? Is that we start to fill in the overtones. So when we hear this tone, F, then we get the octave, and then the fifth, and then an octave, and then the third, and then the fifth, and then this weird note, and so on. I'll just play it on the piano. So the first connection is a fundamental of a major chord. So let's now play the F, and I will play first the F major chord on the piano, and then I'll just play. what is very important is that you just play and you don't correct. You just play. And if it's out of tune, it's okay. The correction will come naturally to you bit by bit. So if it's a bit too high or a bit too flat, it's fine. No problem. No problem at all. And just play it like you're throwing a ball. It's gone. It's gone, 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 gone. We have no control over it anymore. As soon as we play, it's too late to correct. It's already gone. If we continue with the overtone series, we see the next tone, next new tone is the fifth. So the F can also be a fifth in a B flat major chord. So it can be a fundamental. And it changes, it has to change because the environment is different. So a different timbre is needed. So an F cannot just be an F. It is impossible because the F has to adapt to the surroundings. You can try to sustain it. We have to be flexible with our timbre. And this happens automatically if we are really connected to what we are doing. But then it's also good to be consciously connected. If we continue in the overtone series, we reach the major third. So the F can become a major third in D flat major. So let's see, let's investigate. Starting from, so now we have the F as a fundamental, the F as a fifth, and the F as a major third. And always it changes. It has to adapt. If the weather outside is cold, we have to dress differently. If it's warm, we dress differently. We cannot always dress the same. And we cannot always play the same. No. It's a lie. If we continue, the next new tone is this weird tone, which Leonard Bernstein in his video on the overtone series plays like this. Because it's kind of between the minor seventh and the major sixth. In a harmonic context, then a minor seventh is preferred. So as you see as a chord, this dominant major chord is a bit more stable than with a major sixth. This is a bit more. So you can feel that played like this. Feels a bit more tense than. And this of course feels more tense than this one. And then we can try the major seventh. Very tense. So in harmonic context, we prefer the minor 7th. So in which chord is F the minor 7th? In G major. So we have. So let's play the F in that context from the top. And it's fine to, on the F, lock the slide so I don't have to move it again. So now we are taking a whole journey with the F. The F from a point of stability to a point of more instability in a way. Because the F in the context of the G major is more tense than in the context of F major or B flat major or D flat major. And the last step for now is allowing the F to be the major second as the next overtone in the overtone series. Remember, octave, 5th, octave, major 3rd, perfect 5th, and in this version minor 7th, and then octave, and then major 9th or major 2nd. Then we have and so we look at the chord that fits and it's E flat major, and even with a minor 7th. Let's play it a bit higher. Sounds a bit like Debussy. It does. He used this. So let's take the whole journey again. Now you can play it sustained by changing the chords. That's a long note. And see how this F needs to adapt to the different surroundings. No agenda, just adapt to the environment as it is. No preconceived ideas, no thoughts that a perfect 5th has to be raised. No, it is not raised in the overtone series, it is as it is. I hope this short video has been helpful, and I encourage you to look at the wealth of data that Norman Bolter has on his video series Frequency Bone Summer Music Connection. Frequency Bone Summer Music Connection. It's really a tongue twister, especially for me, as English is not my first language. Take care. Enjoy. be brave.